My name is Tschabalala Self. I am a painter based in upstate New York in the United States of America. A lot of my work is inspired by my own lived experience. So even though I'm speaking about topics that are not unique to myself, because they relate to my identity, I'm kind of coming at each topic through my own personal experience. So I think that aspect of my own personal narrative, or better yet, my own personal perspective on these kind of larger concepts, I think is what kind of gives my work its specificity. This exhibition is mostly inspired by my 2021 Performa commission, in which I created an environment. The entire set kind of consisted of the scene that was a mock home, and there was a couple kind of played by 4 actors actually, so there was a doubling of each character. And it was the point of tension in the play was this dispute, or the spat, more like a lover spat between character A and character B. Character A is framed as like a creative type, and character B is their partner. And basically, character B is vying for the attention of character A. Character A is kind of torn between giving attention to their partner and giving attention to their audience. So their audience is somewhat of an abstract idea, and the play is quite literally the audience that's sitting there beyond the 4th wall. But in a larger sense, it could just be, just anyone that I guess wants this kind of intimate interaction with them, which can be any audience member in the context of a creative character. So that was the kind of point of tension or the point of drama in the play. But I really had to conceptualize this home in making the play, and it really sparked this deeper investigation into the home, psychology of the home, the iconography of the home, the trappings of the home. And it inspired many other projects, and inspired a drawing series initially that developed later into a series of paintings, which I call leisure paintings. And it also created a whole new medium for me to explore, which is the medium of functional art objects, furniture, which were first made for the actual stage play. They were prop elements that have now continued to be used in exhibitions as installation elements, or even as objects for audience members to sit and to kind of take moments of pause while viewing works in one of my shows. So the play, both conceptually and formally, has been like a springboard for this project here. And I'm still kind of unpacking a lot of the new directions that my practice began to take back in 2021. So the documentation from the Performa Commission has been reimagined for this exhibition as a 3-channel video. And in it being a 3-channel video, it's really elevated past the point of exhibition documentary, or even like a performance documentary. It's become a new artwork because I've used the material of the documentation. I've deconstructed it and reconstructed it to create a whole new project, more of a experience for the viewer, where they can see the play unfolding in a non-linear sequence, while also hearing a soundscape, which is basically a composition inspired by all of the musical elements from the original play. So the leisure paintings are very much inspired by a drawing series that happened maybe about a year prior to their creation. And the drawing series was a way for me to further conceptualize some of the aspects of the Performa Commission while I was writing the script. And the drawing series features 2 main characters that are repeated, a male character and a female character. And in each instance, they are sitting on or sitting within a piece of furniture. So the furniture objects that are shown in each one of these drawings within the series are actually the original sketches for the designs of the furniture pieces that are in the Performa Commission. And these drawings themselves I found to be like really beautiful objects, and they had lots of spirals and circles, and kind of this, they had a lot of elements that kind of repeated themselves and like reappeared, but in slight variations and in slight iterations of itself. So in that regard, they're related to most of the artworks in my practice, because I think most works are they kind of lead into the next one. So the foundation for the new work is generally an old idea that has gone to a new point. But this drawing series, I wanted to explore it. So I wanted to be slightly more ambitious in the way that I explored it, and then see if it would have any kind of difference if it was transformed into painting. So I decided to use those original drawings as silkscreen foundations for on canvas to kind of recreate those works as paintings, or actualize these works as paintings. And in doing that, all of the leisure paintings have this base of silkscreen, and then they are further articulated with various mediums, like acrylic paint, oil pastel, pencil, color pencil, pastel, and oil sticks. So it's a lot of mediums that one would normally use in a drawing practice that are used in these works, because I really wanted these paintings to retain kind of the energy and the spontaneity that one would find in a drawing. That was really important for me. And a lot of times I try to articulate the same idea, but in various mediums. So if I have an idea that was first done in painting, to see what it would look like in sculpture, a work that was first done in sculpture, try to reimagine it as a drawing, just to see if anything new can become evident through this kind of transmutation or transformation from one medium to the next. And the leisure paintings are a very good example of this. Well, for this exhibition, more so than maybe any others, I'm not necessarily trying to communicate a singular idea to the viewers or to the audience members. I really want people to almost happen upon many of the aspects in the show. There are three main aspects to this exhibition. There's the installation of the three leisure paintings. There is the three-channel video installation, and then there's the sculptural work in the last room. And I really want people to be able to come into the space and almost have like a meditative experience, almost have a experience in which they feel transported, or even a moment where they can just sit and rest and reflect. I think that the soundscape, more than any other aspect of this exhibition, allows for that kind of engagement. It allows for people not necessarily to think or to come to any kind of conclusion, but to actually relax and to kind of get lost in their own thoughts and their own associations, or to maybe even have a moment of quiet in their mind. So that's really what the goal of this installation is. And also considering the use of the institution and its very close and intimate relationship with the community, I wanted it to be something that can really produce a pleasurable experience, an experience ultimately, not a statement, but just an experience. I feel like experiences last so long. They can last longer than thoughts and feelings.